ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, today on the Ryan Awesome Show, I'll be talking about NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver 2021 Night 2. Now, overall, man, this is a really great show, man. I love this night. Love night 2 of NXT TakeOver. We had a lot of great matches on this show. I love the main event with Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, that unsanctioned match. That Cruiserweight Championship ladder match. I love that too. You know, we just had a lot of great matches on this show. And now, if you would have asked me like which night was the better night between night 1 and night 2, I'm going with night 2, man. I'm going with night 2 because of with the main event and stuff, and with the matches. But night 1, you did have some great matches on night 1 too. But I'm going with night 2. Now, some people might like night 1 over night 2, and some people might like night 2 over night 1. But me, I'm going with night 2, man. So yeah, this is the NXT Takeover Stand and Deliver 2021 Night 2 on the Ryan Awesome Show. And if you haven't done this already, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out, because I'm here each and every single week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out. And so yeah, I didn't watch the pre-show, so I don't know what happened on the pre-show. And yeah, we actually started off the show. Well, with the pre-show, I think it had something to do with Killian Dane and Drake Maverick, so I don't really know about that. And so yeah, we started off the show with Poppy. She performed her song and stuff. And so yeah, it was really cool. And so yeah, we started off the show with a match. So the first match of the night was the ladder match for the Unified Cruiserweight Championship. And the winner of this match would be the new, or the new and the real undisputed Cruiserweight champion. And so I absolutely love this match. And so yeah, it was Santos Escobar, who is the Cruiserweight champion of the world, versus Jordan Devlin, the Irish Ace, who is also the Cruiserweight champion. And so yeah, Santos Escobar, I really did love his entrance. I love his entrance when he came out with the mask and stuff. I love that. I really liked it. And so yeah. Oh yeah, another thing that I liked about this match was the crowd. The crowd reaction in this match. They were split. Some people were going for Escobar and other people were going for Devlin. So I really liked that too. And so yeah. So yeah, both of these guys, they went right after each other at the start of the bell. And we had a standing moonsault to Escobar. And we had a springboard moonsault on Escobar outside of the ring, man. And so with this fight, man, this was a nasty spot, man. This was an absolute nasty spot. When Jordan Devlin, he had hit that moonsault from outside the ring, like the back of his head had hit that commentary desk, so that was nasty. And the referee went right after Jordan Devlin. He went to go check on him quick. And so yeah, and then at that point we had Escobar. He had threw a ladder in Jordan Devlin's face. No, not in his face. He threw the ladder at him. And so yeah, and then Escobar, he had drop kicked the ladder into Jordan Devlin. And then yeah, Escobar, he hit it Devlin with the ladder over and over and over and over again. And then Escobar, he was talking trash to Devlin, slapping him in the face and all that stuff. And then Devlin, it fired him up, and so he smashed Escobar's face into the ladder that was in the corner of the ring. And then we had a DDT. We had a DDT off the ladder from Devlin. So Devlin, he was climbing up the rope. He was climbing up not climbing up the rope. He was climbing up the ladder. And so Escobar, he was trying to stop him. And so Jordan Devlin had caught him with a DDT, like in midair. He did a DDT in midair, so that was really cool. And then we had a tope suicida to Devlin into the ladder. So the ladder was outside the ring. It was leaning on that barricade. And so Santos Escobar, he had ran and hit that tope suicida, man. The best tope suicida in the business is Santos Escobar. And so Jordan Devlin, he had went right into the ladder. And so yeah, right after that, Escobar, yeah, he was talking trash to Jordan Devlin again. And yeah, and we had a back body drop. We had a back body drop to Santos Escobar on the ladder. And Santos Escobar, his reaction was funny. his reaction was funny. He was speaking in Spanish. I don't know exactly what he said in Spanish, but he was speaking in Spanish, so it came off funny. And so yeah, we had a standing Spanish fly to Escobar, and he followed it up with a spinning cutter to Escobar, and then we had a moonsault to Escobar from the top of the ladder. So that was a beautiful spot from Jordan Devlin. He climbed up the ladder like very slowly, and he just hit that moonsault off to that ladder. So that was really cool. And so yeah, so Devlin he was climbing up the ladder. You know, he was about to grab the titles, and then Legado del Fantasma, Joaquin, Wilde, and Raul Mendoza had came out to stop him. And so they came out, they ran out to the ring, and they knocked Jordan Devlin off that ladder, man. They pushed the ladder, and Jordan Devlin he went flying outside the ring. He could have hurt himself, man, off that fall. He could have really hurt himself, but he protected himself. And so yeah, they knocked him off the ladder, and then they threw him into the steel steps. And so and then right after that they left. Legado del Fantasma they had left. And so yeah, and then Escobar he was climbing up the ladder, and Jordan Devlin he was recovering, and he threw a ladder at Escobar, and then yeah, and then Jordan Devlin he had got on the ladder and hit a Spanish fly to Escobar right off of the ladder, man. And so they were fighting on the ladder, Escobar and Devlin were. And then Escobar, to end the match, man, we had Escobar. He headbutted Jordan Devlin. So he used Jordan Devlin move against him. He hit the headbutt, and so Jordan Devlin he had fell right off of the ladder, and he went into another ladder. He went through a ladder that was outside, not outside the ring, but in the ring in the corner. So he went through that ladder, and so yeah, so he crashed and burned through that ladder. And then Escobar he had climbed up the ladder. He was already at the top of the ladder, and so he just grabbed the first cruiserweight title, and he had grabbed the second cruiserweight title. So Santos Escobar he had won the ladder match, and that was it, man. That was it with that match. Very awesome match, man. Probably one of the best matches on the show. If I had to choose, probably one of the best matches on the show. And man, and it was I just love this match, man. It's about time, man. It's about time that the cruiserweights they got an opportunity. They have an opportunity. They had a time to shine, and they shine tonight on Takeover, man. And so yeah, I'm glad that the cruiserweights they finally got an opportunity, man, to shine. They absolutely killed it tonight, man. And so Escobar and Legado del Fantasma they had came, towards the stage. They went towards the stage, and Escobar, his son, his kid, was out there too. And so yeah, they were celebrating with his kid. And so Escobar he had handed his kid the mask, and so the kid had put the mask on, and he had held one of the cruiserweights titles. He had held one of the titles, and so that was a really feel good moment for him. And so yeah, that was it. That was it with the match. And so yeah, right after that we have McKenzie Mitchell. She interviews MSK, that's Nash Carter, and Wesley. And so yeah, McKenzie Mitchell she had asked about Drake Maverick and Killian Dane about them becoming number one contenders. So I'm guessing that was it. Number one contenders match. I think that was it. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But Mackenzie Mitchell said that Drake Maverick and Killian Dane are the number one contenders for the tag team titles. And so yeah, and so MSK they said that we're not gonna lose these titles. Not now, not ever. We're not gonna lose these titles. And so yeah, and then Mackenzie Mitchell she had asked about their prediction on the matches tonight with Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly and Karrion Kross and Finn Balor, which is also a great match on this show. And so yeah, they both they chose different answers, and so that was it. And so yeah, right after that we had a match, and it was for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships, and it was Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell of the Way versus Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And so yeah, this is a good match too. And so yeah, so right at the start of the Bell of the Way, they went right at the Moon, Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. And then the heels they took control of the match. We had a sidewalk slam to Shotzi from Hartwell, and we had an insecurity kick to LeRae from Shotzi, and we had a hot tag to Moon, and she took out the Way. And then Moon she paid homage to Road Dogg with the discus punches and stuff, with the suck it and then the punches. And yeah. And so yeah, we had a superplex. So yeah. So right towards the middle of the match, we had a superplex powerbomb combo from Indi Hartwell to everybody. So Indi Hartwell, she actually took out her own partner. While taking out everybody else, she took out her own partner. And so Ember Moon, so yeah, she went for the cover. She pinned and Ember Moon she had kicked out. And then we had a pop-up powerbomb to Ember Moon from Hartwell, and Moon kicks out. And we had a double crossbody to the way from Shotzi. And then, this was a nasty spot right here in this match. We had the way they were outside the ring. Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell they were outside the ring. And Shotzi Blackheart, she was going for a tope suicida. She hit the move, but she didn't hit none of them. She went crashing and burning. She crashed and burned into that barricade, man. She didn't touch not one of them. So that was a nasty, nasty spot from Shotzi Blackheart. And so yeah, right after that, we had a top rope senton from Ember Moon onto the way outside the ring. So she had a top rope senton on the way. And so yeah, we had a double team move to LeRae from Moon and Shotzi. And yeah, we had a super kick to Shotzi from LeRae. And then at one point we had Shotzi Blackheart, not Shotzi Blackheart. We had LeRae and Hartwell. They hit a Shatter Machine, FTR's finishing move, the Shatter Machine, and on Shotzi Blackheart. And Shotzi Blackheart, she had kicked out of that. And then towards the end of the match, we had Ember Moon. She had her finishing move, the Eclipse, to both LeRae and Hartwell. So it was a double Eclipse. And so to follow that off, we had Indi Hartwell. She had our top rope senton bomb to Hartwell to win the match. So Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon. So Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon, they won the match and are still the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And so that was it. It was a great match, but I wanted Ember Moon. I wanted Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell to win a match. I wanted them to win, man. Because they lost to Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart before, and so I thought they were gonna get their win back, and I thought the way that they're gonna have all the gold. I thought they were gonna have all of the gold by the end of the night, by the end of Takeover. So I thought that was gonna happen, but it didn't happen. And so I really wanted them to win, man, but they didn't win. So I don't know what's next for Candice LeRae and Indi Hartwell, like what they do now, because they can't get any more title shots because they lost. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what's gonna happen, man. But we'll find out as the weeks go by. And so yeah, right after that we had another match, and it was for the NXT North American Championship. So this is a great match. I love this match. And so yeah, it was Bronson Reed, the colossal Bronson Reed, versus Johnny Gargano, who is the NXT North American Champion, with Austin Theory in his corner. And so yeah, this is funny right here. This is funny right here. Like, how the ring announcer does the introductions in a championship match. So yeah, she done the introductions. Like when she got to Gargano, he was showing off. He was he was gyrating and stuff with the NXT North American Championship around his waist. And so yeah, he was playing up to the crowd, hyping himself up. And you had Bronson Reed standing over Johnny Gargano with this angry look over his face. That was funny, man. I laughed out loud, man. When that happened, I laughed out loud. And so so we started off the match. Gargano, he was trying to outpower Reed, which is a dumb move. Don't try to do that. And so yeah, Reed, he had used his power against Gargano. And so yeah, and then Johnny Gargano, he tried to hit a Hurricane Rana on Reed, but Reed, he had reversed it and hit a cartwheel. So that was really impressive. To see a 300-pound guy, a 300-plus pound guy that hit a cartwheel, that was impressive, man. And so, yeah, we had Johnny Gargano. He hit his springboard spear to Reed, and Reed was still standing up. And so, yeah, and then we had chops to Gargano. So, yeah, Reed, he chopped the hell out of Gargano. He chopped him hard. And so, yeah, and then Gargano, he was targeting, Reed's leg. And then, yeah, Reed, he had caught Gargano in midair. And, yeah, he had caught him in midair, outside the ring. So Johnny Gargano, he was going for an outside top rope move, over the top rope move outside the ring. And then Reed had caught him in midair. So he tried to throw him over the announce table. And so Gargano, he had went right after Reed's eyes. And so, yeah, and then Gargano had ran Reed into the announce table. And so, yeah, he was targeting the midsection. So... And yeah, right after that, we had a top rope crossbody splash to Bronson Reed. And Bronson Reed, he had kicked out at 1. And we had a spinning slam to Gargano. And he followed it up with a corner splash to Gargano. And he followed that up with a Uranagi to Gargano. And then we had Reed. He had hit a wicked Death Valley driver to Gargano. It looked like Gargano, he had landed right on top of his head, man. So that was nasty right there. And so Gargano, he had kicked out of that. And we had a backstabber to Bronson Reed off the second rope. And then Reed, he had kicked out of that. And then we had Bronson Reed. He had hit a huge brain buster to Gargano. That was a beautiful brain buster from Bronson Reed. And so Bronson Reed, he tried to go for his finishing move, that top rope body splash, or that top rope splash, the tsunami. And then Gargano, he had rolled out of the way. And then he tried to go for a running senton, and he missed that too. And then Gargano, he had rolled up Reed, and then Reed had kicked out. And then Gargano had to hit a poison rana. He had a poison rana on Bronson Reed, so that was cool right there. I love that spot. And then Gargano, he had locked in the Gargano escape, his submission move, and Reed, he had grabbed the bottom rope. And then, this is one of my favorite parts of the match, man. We had Bronson Reed from outside the ring. He had picked Johnny Gargano up in a razor's edge position, and he just threw him inside the ring, man. Threw him inside of the ring. So I like that spot too, man. And so Bronson Reed, he tried to go for his finishing move, that tsunami, that top rope splash. And then Gargano, he had rolled out of the way again. And then we had a super kick to Bronson Reed, and Reed had kicked out of that. And then at that point, Austin Theory, he had got involved in the match. And so Reed had took him out. And then Gargano, he had tripped up Reed on the top rope at one point, like because he was going for the tsunami again. And so we had Bronson Reed, he had a powerbomb on Gargano. And then Gargano, he was close to the rope. So Bronson Reed, he was going for the cover. Gargano was close to the ropes. So Austin Theory, he had came over and just put Gargano's foot on the rope. So Bronson Reed, he had saw it. The referee did not see it, but Bronson Reed, he saw it. And so Bronson Reed, he had went right after Austin Theory, and he had ripped his shirt off. And then Gargano, he tried to hit him with a tope suicida, and Bronson Reed had caught him in midair, man. He had caught him in midair, and so he used Gargano as a weapon to take out Austin Theory. And so when he caught him in midair, that was cool right there, man. And so he took out Theory with Gargano as a weapon. And so and then he followed it up with a after that we had Bronson Reed, he had a tope suicida, a Samoa Joe like tope suicida to Austin Theory. He was trying to hit it on Gargano, but Gargano had moved out of the way, and then Austin Theory ended up getting hit with it. And so they went back into the ring, and then Bronson Reed, he had hit an air raid crash to Gargano, and Gargano had kicked out. And we had a super kick to Bronson Reed. And then we had Bronson Reed for the first time ever hit a super kick. So Bronson Reed, a big guy, hitting a super kick on Gargano. And we had Bronson Reed, he tried to go for a moonsault. So that was, Bronson Reed was all over this match, man. He went for a moonsault and he missed. And then Gargano, he had hit to end the match. He had hit one final beat. So he hit one final beat twice to Bronson Reed to win the match. So Johnny Gargano wins the match and is still the NXT North American Champion, man. Awesome, very awesome match. I love this match, man. Bronson Reed, he looked good. He was pulling out moves that, I never seen him hit. Him going for a moonsault, him hitting a super kick and all that stuff. The back and forth. Dude, that stuff was cool, man. And so, I thought they were going to give it to Bronson Reed because, Gargano, he had the title. He had the title for a while. And, he hasn't been doing that much with it lately. So I thought they were going to take it off at first I thought they were going to take it off of Gargano and put it on Loomis, but they didn't go that way. So at first I was like, you know what? Since they're not going to put it on Loomis, what if they put it on Bronson Reed? And so, they ain't go with that option. So, Gargano wins the match and is still the NXT North American Champion. And so, that was it with that, man. And so, right after that, man, we had another match, and it was for the NXT Championship match. And which I thought was the main event of the show. Like, when I was watching the show, I thought this was the main event. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe the Kyle O'Reilly and the Adam Cole, the match is going to main event that show. It's going to main event night 2. So, we had Karrion Kross with Scarlett in his corner. versus Finn Balor, the NXT champion. And first off, Kross, he had came out to the ring. He was wearing new ring gear. It was like a gladiator type ring gear that Karrion Kross was wearing. And then, Finn Balor, he had came out next. During his entrance, they had showed like a collage of Finn Balor, like different versions of Finn Balor, when he was on the main roster and when he fought, in that triple threat match at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. I think it was at WrestleMania 34. I was there. And, it was him at WrestleMania, Seth Rollins and Seth Rollins. I think it was Seth Rollins and The Miz or something like that in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 34. And, they had the Demon King, not the Demon King. Yeah, the Demon King, Demon Finn Balor. And you had him fighting Bobby Lashley on the main roster. And then, and that was it. So, that was his entrance. And he came out with a red X marked on his chest. And so, that was it with Balor. And so, he came out to the ring, with his entrance. And so, and with the match. So, we started off the match. We had Kross. He used his power against, Balor. He was trying to outpower Kross. Don't do that. I was like, man, what are you doing? Don't try to outpower Kross, but you will not win. You will not win in the, in the strength wise. You're not going to win against Kross. And so, Kross, he overpowered Balor. And then, Balor at this point, he was smiling. He was smiling at Kross's face. During the beginning of the match, he was smiling at Kross's face. And then Balor, man, he slapped the piss out of Kross. He slapped the hell out of this guy. He slapped him in his face hard, man. And so it fired up Kross. And so Kross was mad. He was angry. And so he went right after Balor. He started pounding on Balor, talking to him. He was like, is this what you wanted? That's what you got. Is this what you wanted? Well, you got it now. You got it. And so Kross, he started beating the hell out of this guy. And so, he was beating him down for a little bit. And then Balor, he was trying to go after Balor. He was running after Balor. And so Kross, he had ran into the ring post. And so, shoulder first. He went shoulder first into the post. And so Balor, he started targeting the shoulder, which is a smart move because Kross, he had a shoulder injury. And so, we had a suplex to Balor. And then we had a running corner knee strike to Balor from Kross. And then, we had Balor, he had locked in the arm bar to Kross. And then Kross, he had overpowered it at first. And then Balor, he had countered it with a DDT. So he DDT'd Kross's arm. And so, he's again targeting the arm. And then, he was targeting the arm. And then we had Balor, he started kicking Kross, in the midsection over and over and over again. So now he targeting the liver. And so, and we had body blows to Kross. And we had a kick to Balor. So Kross, he was fighting back. He had hit him with a kick. And then we had a running corner power slam to Balor in the corner. And then, Balor, he had reversed it. He had countered it with a reverse DDT into that elbow drop. So it was a reverse DDT elbow drop combo. And we had Kross, he had a Northern Lights suplex to Balor. And he followed that up with a clothesline. And he followed that up with a power bomb. And then Balor, he had kicked out of all of that. And we had Kross, he tried to hit his signature move, that Doomsday Saito suplex. And then Balor, he had countered it and turned it into a double foot stomp to Kross. And he had hit a sling blade to Kross. And then Kross, he had overpowered Balor, and he had that Doomsday Saito suplex. And then Kross, he tried to go for his running forearm to the back of the head. He tried to go for it, but Balor had caught him with that Pele kick. And then we had Balor, he was drop kicking Kross into the corner. And then we had a coup de grace. So Balor, he had his finishing move, that coup de grace to Kross, and then Kross, he had kicked out. So at that point, I was like, oh my God, they better not have him lose. It was at that point I thought he almost had him. He almost had him with that coup de grace and kicked out of that. And so not only did he kick out of that, he turned that kick out into that straight jacket sleeper hold that he used to use. And so so Balor, he had overpowered it and hit a double foot stomp on Kross. And then Balor, he had locked in a submission move, another submission move. And then we had Kross, he had overpowered the submission move that Balor had him in, and he started hit him with those forearms in the back of the head, like over and over and over again. And Balor, he was not moving, he was out. And so Kross, he had hit a German suplex to Balor, and then he had that Doomsday Saito suplex to Balor. and then we had him hit his running forearm. He had his running forearm to the back of Balor's head, and he hit another one. He hit another one. In case that wasn't good enough, he had another running back forearm to the back of the head to win the match. So Karrion Kross, he wins the match and is the new NXT champion. And so I was like, yes, man, about time. About time. Everybody in your mama, man, knew that Kross was gonna win. He knew that Kross was gonna win. And now I was like, man, finally he has a championship reign, man. He finally has a championship reign. He'll have a long championship reign because there is nobody, and I mean nobody, is beating Karrion Kross. Nobody. And so yeah, that was it with the match. Great match. And yeah, man, what's next for Balor, man? What's next for Balor? Probably he's probably not gonna get a rematch because he lost fair and square to Kross. So I don't see him getting a rematch. I might, Balor, he might go after that North American Championship. I don't know. He might go after the North American Championship since he lost the NXT Championship. Because if Balor get another rematch, he gonna lose. He gonna lose to Kross because Kross is not gonna lose that title. Kross is not gonna lose to anybody. And before he became NXT champion, he lost to nobody. And so Kross, he's gonna be the most dominant NXT champion ever, losing to nobody. He's gonna be an undefeated champion, like Walter. He's gonna be like Walter. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, right after that, they showed a video of Franky, Monet, and our dog. So Franky Monet will be on NXT on Tuesday. So NXT will be moving on Tuesday nights, starting on April 13th. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, right after that, we have McKenzie Mitchell. She interviews Santos Escobar, the real Cruiserweight champion, the undisputed Cruiserweight champion, Santos Escobar. And so yeah, McKenzie Mitchell, she had, talked to Santos Escobar, congratulating him. And then that, she had said that, Legado del Fantasma had gotten involved in this match. They got involved in this match and stuff like that. And Santos, he was like, Legado, we're Legado. Legado means family because we're family. And he said that, I am the emperor. I'm the emperor of Lucha Libre. And that was it. So Santos Escobar, man, he's the real Cruiserweight champion. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, right after that, we had our main event, which was probably the best match on the show for me. And it was Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, baby. And it was an unsanctioned match. And yeah. So yeah, before Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly, they made their entrance. Yeah, the security guards that came out, standing in the entranceway, trying to make sure that nothing happens between Cole and O'Reilly. And so yeah, you had Kyle O'Reilly. He had came out first to new theme music. I love the theme music from Kyle O'Reilly. And yeah, so Kyle O'Reilly, he had came out first. And then after Kyle O'Reilly came out first, it was Adam Cole. Adam Cole had came out next to new theme music. Adam Cole came out to new theme music. I did not like the new theme music. I did not like the new theme music from Adam Cole. Like when I heard the music, I was like, man, what is this? Like, what is this? I was like, man, they changed his music. Like why is it that he couldn't kept? Why didn't he just keep the Undisputed Era theme music? Why couldn't he just kept the Undisputed Era theme music? I understand that the Undisputed Era is no more, but why couldn't he just kept the Undisputed Era theme music? It just fit him so well. And the theme music that he had, it was all generic and everything. It didn't even sound like no music. It didn't even sound like music at all. I didn't like it. And so yeah, like with the music change, I expected Kyle O'Reilly to have new theme music, but Adam Cole, I did not expect Adam Cole to have new theme music. He could have just kept the Undisputed Era theme music because he was the leader. He was the leader of the Undisputed Era, and he is the Undisputed Era. He's the leader of the Undisputed Era, and he led that group to success. So he is the Undisputed Era. So he should have kept that theme music. And that theme music, it fit him so well. Like it had identity. And dude, I even have the Undisputed Era theme music as my ringtone, man. That's how over the theme music is, bro. But yeah, I did not like the new theme music from Adam Cole. Did not like it. But I did love Kyle O'Reilly's theme music. So yeah, we started off the match. We had Cole and O'Reilly. They went right after each other. Strikes and everything. And yeah, we had an arm bar to Cole, and then Cole he had fought out of the arm bar, and then we had Cole he had threw O'Reilly into the plexiglass, so they were fighting outside the ring. Cole had threw O'Reilly into the plexiglass, and then they were going back and forth, outside the ring. And then yeah, we had at one point they were fighting down the top rope. O'Reilly he was at the top rope, and so Cole he had pushed O'Reilly off the top rope. He landed neck first on that ring apron, so Cole is targeting the neck. And so yeah, Cole he had grabbed the chair. He had grabbed the chair under the ring, and that chair had the Undisputed Era logo on it. And he started hitting Kyle O'Reilly with the chair. And so yeah, they were fighting back in the ring. Yeah, they fought back into the ring. We had Adam Cole. He had a neck breaker on Kyle O'Reilly on a chair. And so yeah, and then we had Uchi to O'Reilly. And then Cole he was trash talking O'Reilly, saying that I made you. You were nothing without me. You would have never became anything without me. And so yeah, on O'Reilly he slammed Cole into the chair, and then locked in the leg lock. And then yeah, we had a leaping drop kick to Adam Cole off the ring apron. Cole he was sitting in a chair outside the ring, so Kyle O'Reilly he had placed him in a chair. And so O'Reilly he was running off the top rope, not the top rope. He ran off the ring apron and just hit a move. He just hit that drop kick, on Adam Cole while Adam Cole was sitting on a chair. And so yeah, O'Reilly, Cole he was holding a chair at one point. He had a chair in his hand, getting ready to hit O'Reilly with it. And so O'Reilly he had punched the chair. And the chair had hit Adam Cole right in his face. And so yeah, and O'Reilly he brought in chairs too. And we had a draping neck breaker. To O'Reilly on chains. No. Yeah, O'Reilly he had brought in the chain. And he had slid the chain in the ring. And that's when Adam Cole hit that draping neck breaker on O'Reilly on the chains. And so yeah, O'Reilly he tried to wrap the chain around his ankle. And yeah, he wrapped the chain around his ankle. And then Adam Cole he had locked in a figure for a leg lock while Kyle O'Reilly had the chains on his ankle. And so yeah, O'Reilly he had fought out of it. And so yeah, they were going back and forth with strikes. And then Cole he had used the chain. Yeah, so the chain at first it was tied up to the rope. And so yeah, Adam Cole he had grabbed the other side of the chain and just clothesline. He had clothesline O'Reilly with the chain. And so yeah, that was smart. Great innovation from Adam Cole. And so yeah, and then he followed it up with a backstabber. With the chains on O'Reilly. And then yeah, so Cole he had set up a chair. He had set up two chairs in the corner, back to back. And then he had sat Kyle O'Reilly on one of the chairs. And so he had went over, he had ran to Kyle O'Reilly and hit a Shining Wizard on Kyle O'Reilly. And so yeah, O'Reilly he ended up locking in the guillotine choke to Cole. And he had followed up with a knee strike outside the ring. And we had a brain buster to Cole. So yeah, they were fighting on the announce table, on the commentary table, and then O'Reilly had a brain buster on Cole on the table, on the announce table, and the table did not even break. The table didn't break. And so yeah, Cole was crawling away and stuff, and he was in a crowd. And so O'Reilly was going after Cole, and then Cole had grabbed a TV monitor. He grabbed the TV monitor and hit O'Reilly with the TV monitor. He blasted him with that TV monitor. And so yeah, and then Cole he had brought in a toolbox, and he took out some tools. It looked like, I don't know what it's pliers or something like that, and he tried to use it on Kyle O'Reilly. It looked like he wanted to take his teeth out or something like that. And so yeah, and then Adam Cole he had kicked O'Reilly, and then yeah. So yeah, they were going back and forth again with strikes, and then Cole he had kicked O'Reilly, and then Cole had countered it with a rebound clothesline to Cole. And so yeah, O'Reilly he locked in the armbar to Adam Cole with the chain. So Cole he had the chain wrapped around his arm, and so yeah, and then yeah, O'Reilly he had turned it into a triangle choke. So he had the triangle choke locked in on Adam Cole, and then yeah. And then Cole, he had somehow he had got a tire iron. He had a tire iron in his hand, and then he just hit Kyle O'Reilly with a tire iron. So he targeted the ribs, targeting his weak spot, the ribs. And so yeah, so at that point we had both chairs set up in the ring, and so they were both sitting in a chair. Adam Cole was sitting in this chair, and Kyle O'Reilly was sitting in the other chair, so they were sitting across from each other. and they were talking trash to each other. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly were talking trash to each other, and so they ended up hitting each other with strikes, with elbow strikes and all that stuff. And then Adam Cole, he had low blow Kyle O'Reilly, and we had a super kick to Kyle O'Reilly right in his face, like right in the jaw. He kicked him right in the jaw with that super kick, and then O'Reilly, he had kicked out, and then Cole, he had wrapped the chair around Kyle O'Reilly's neck. And, the commentary team was yelling, Adam Cole, don't do this. Don't do this, Adam. Don't do this, Adam. He's your friend. Don't do that. And so the referee tried to stop Adam Cole. Why? I don't know. It's an unsanctioned match. Anything goes. I don't know why the referee tried to stop Adam Cole from doing this move. And so Adam Cole, he had dropped this referee. He dropped the referee. He punched the referee right in the face. And so he got in the referee's face while the referee was knocked out. He told him, when I say shut up, you shut up. And that's what he told the referee while he was knocked out. So that was really funny. And so, yeah, we had Adam Cole. He had the Panama Sunrise, his finishing move, that Panama Sunrise to O'Reilly. And then, Cole, he had go for the cover. He went for the cover, and, the referee is still knocked out because Adam Cole, he had knocked out the referee. So Adam Cole, he looked dumb in that situation by going for the cover when you knocked out the referee. And so, yeah, referee was knocked out. And then Cole, he was, trying to wake the referee up by slapping him in the face and stuff, and talking trash to the referee. So I think Adam Cole, he gonna get fined. I don't think he gonna get fined because it's an unsanctioned match. But yeah, so yeah, Cole, he had threw a chair at one point in O'Reilly's face outside the ring, and then they were fighting outside the ring, and then O'Reilly, he had locked in a guillotine choke to Cole, and then on the stage, and so Cole, he had slammed O'Reilly through the stage, so they both went through the stage. And so, they went through the stage, and so they were both out. And so, and then Cole, he had kicked, right after that, Cole, he had recovered from it. He had kicked through the side of the stage. He kicked the side of the stage, trying to get O'Reilly out. So he had broke the side of the stage just to get Kyle O'Reilly out. And so he had a brainbuster to O'Reilly on the steel steps, and then Cole, he went for the cover, and then O'Reilly's shoulder was up. He had kicked out, and so Adam Cole, he tried to go for his other finishing move, his main finishing move, the last shot, and then O'Reilly, he had fell over, so he fell, and so and Cole, he tried to go for it again, and then O'Reilly, he had ducked it this time, and so O'Reilly, he had locked in the leg lock. I don't even remember the name of the leg lock, but he locked in the leg lock on Cole. And then Cole, he had hit O'Reilly with the chair. No, not the chair. He hit him with the chain to break up the hold. And so we had a Ushi-Goroshi, followed up by a kick to Adam Cole. And then we had Kyle O'Reilly, he had hit Adam Cole with his own finishing move, the last shot. And then Cole, he had kicked out of his own finishing move. And so O'Reilly, he had wrapped Cole's leg with the chair. And so, and then Cole, he had hit O'Reilly with the chair. And so, towards the end of the match, we had Cole, he had set up a chair. He set up the chair upside down. And so, and then, Cole, he was talking trash. So they were fighting at the top rope, and Cole, he was talking trash to O'Reilly. And then, O'Reilly ended up low blowing Cole. So Cole went falling off the top rope. And then Cole, he was on the chair. He was on the upside down chair, with his front body on the upside down chair. And then O'Reilly, he had wrapped the chain around his leg and stuff. It took him a while to do it, but he wrapped the chain around his leg. And so, he ended up jumping off of the chair. He ended up jumping off of the top rope, and he had a knee drop to Adam Cole right through the chair. Not the chair didn't break. The chair didn't break. The chair, it looked like collapse. It collapsed a little bit. So he had put him through the chair with the knee drop to win the match. So Kyle O'Reilly wins the match, and that was it. Best match on the show, man. These people, they beat the crap out of each other, man. They beat the crap out of each other. Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly did, man. And like what's next, man? What's next for Kyle O'Reilly? What's next for Kyle O'Reilly? What's next for Adam Cole? That's the bigger question. What's next for Adam Cole? Like, is he? I don't want him to go to the main roster. I really don't. I don't want him to go to the main roster. I don't want him to go to Monday Night Raw. I don't want him to go to SmackDown. They would tear him to shreds, man. They will bury this dude because he's not big enough. They're gonna mistreat Adam Cole. they're gonna mistreat Adam Cole, man, on the main roster. So this is probably his last match on NXT, and it's sad to say that, man, because I don't want to see him on the main roster. Like, I really don't. And as for O'Reilly, what's next for O'Reilly? Maybe a championship match in the future. Maybe for the NXT North American Championship. Maybe. I don't know, because no, he ain't going after Kross, man. He is not going after Kross. But I do see Kyle O'Reilly going after the NXT North American Championship. And, Bobby Fish, I don't know what's going on with Bobby Fish. I know he's still hurt and everything, but like, where does Bobby Fish fit in all of this? He's been out of this storyline, you know, for a while. His last match was in that War Games match, and yeah, he was out. He was out. So I don't know when he's gonna come back. But yeah, man, that was it with the show, man. Very, very great show. Great show. If I had to choose, night 2 is better than night 1. And that's just me. In my opinion, night 2 is better. And yeah, man, if you like this video, man, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. And comment down below, man. Tell me how you felt about this night on NXT TakeOver. And yeah, man. And I'll see you guys on Friday. Either Friday or Saturday. But I did watch AEW Dynamite. So I will be reviewing AEW Dynamite. A lot of stuff happened on that show. Mike Tyson showing up and the Bucks turning heel. And yeah, the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle, their feud and stuff like that. So I'm going to review that. It's going to be up either on Friday or Saturday. And yeah, and Impact Wrestling too. I'm going to have to review. I have to watch Impact Wrestling first. And then I'm going to review Impact Wrestling. And yeah, man, and it's Saturday, man, for WrestleMania, night 1 and night 2. And Hardcore Justice. So it's going to be a busy week. Yeah, it's been a busy week this week. But the next couple of days is really going to be busy, man. So yeah, man, that was the NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver Night 2 review on the Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you, man. And yeah, if you missed Night 1's review of NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, the video is gonna be right up here. Make sure you click it. Make sure you click it if you missed it. And the link for that video will also be down in the description. And yeah, man, thank you for the support. Thank you. And yeah, man, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and that's that.